So on October 1st, 2006, I listened to Fahim al-Quran, the supplication, and part 13 and 14, and picked al-Quran, Surah 10. I read Surah 55, 56, and 57 with English and commentary. The Breaking the Fast meal at Masjid an-Nur, I went to that. There was the extended prayers led by Ali, and this the 10th of the 9th month of 1426, between 3:30 and 6 a.m., I had a dream where okay, I can't quite read some of that. There was a cloud-like something, pillars. It was like Moses was there in a place. Oh, not cloud. Okay. I had a dream where Moses and his people were. And I couldn't tell much about it. They were going on some sort of pilgrimage. And there were 7 pillars around a box. And I don't remember how many people there, but I had the sense of there being Moses. Perhaps I should have put Moses in the front of this. On the 2nd of October, listen to Fahim al-Quran, Dua, and part 15 and 16, and the Picked al-Quran, Surah 17. And I read Surah 60, Surah 61, Surah 59, Surah 58. I believe I mentioned 57. And Osama led the Taraweeh, as-Salah, and I started the sleep CD on Surah 10. And the next day, I listened to Fahim al-Quran, part 17, and the supplication. I watched Mysteries of the Bible, Maccabees, Lunch with Bokhara, Healing Family and Community. I read Surah okay, which ones did I read? So 62, 63, 64, 65. And 66, with English and commentary, of course. Picked al-Quran, Surah 12. And Taraweeh prayers led by Osama again. There's a lot of Osamas, by the way. In the world. And on the 4th, I started the sleep CD on the 36th, Surah 36, so Yasin. And on the 4th, I watched Harun Yahya's behind the scenes of the wars. All is known through reason. Now, his 2008 arrest and his arrest last year, that has nothing to do with the watching of the videos. I'm not a creationist, so I'm not taking that angle that he has taken to follow the Christian interpretation. God is known through reason. Okay. And I read the Apostolic Gnosis, page 1 through 71, and that's part 2, and that's on the shelf over there somewhere, I believe. Listen to Fahim al-Quran with the supplication, parts 18 through 20. So would have listened to it 3 times, one for each. And Picked al-Quran 14 through 16. The Taraweeh prayers led by Osama. I started the sleep study on Surah 52. And if I didn't say so, I read Surah 67, 68, 69, and 70. And what does this say here? I made a musk scent offering. The sleep study on 52. Okay, so on the 5th, I listened to Faham al-Quran parts 21 and the supplication. And I listened to Picked al-Quran 17 through 19. And with the English and commentary, I read Surah 71 and 72. And the Taraweeh as-Salat was led by Khalid. I know which one, but I started the sleep study on Surah 2, and I had a discussion with the next door neighbor of some sort. It's the month of observance. The Bible also has the 9th month as the month of observance. So on the 6th, I listened to Faham al-Quran part 22, and the supplication, of course, Picked al-Quran, Surah 20 and 21. I read with the English translation Surah 73 and 74, and I went to the Martin Luther King Jr. Khutbah led by Abdul Jabbar and the Taraweeh as-Salah there, and I started the sleep study on Surah 5. I listened to Picked al-Quran 23 to 25. Oh, that was the next day, the 7th. And the Faham al-Quran, part 23, and the supplication. And I watched Harun Yahya, The Collapse of Atheism. I've never really met an atheist that I know of. I've talked to people who said they were atheists, and they just don't like what's attributed to organized religion. I really do not like a lot of what is attributed to even the definition of religion. Religion's a relationship that regulates, that involves, your concept of every seen and unseen being, basically. So it's a relationship with everything, creator and created. It's not, it's not being churchy or being observant in a particular faith can be part of it, but being religious is, it's a whole life. So that day I read Surah 75, 76, 77, 78 with the English and the commentary. And I had a discussion with the Princess of Discs. I think this towards the end of the year. I'm not sure if I talked to the Princess of Disc after that year. I started the sleep study on Surah 11. And, okay, I watched Harun Yahya's Deep Thinking. Parfax? That doesn't make any sense. So on the 8th of October, which would have been a Sunday, I listened to Faham al-Quran, the supplication, in parts 24 and 25. Picked al-Quran, Surah 26. I read Surah Abasa. Surah. Okay, 70, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84. I think 84. It's blurring, so let me check here. Maybe a Nas. Oh, okay. I read to the end of the Quran with the English and the commentary. The Final Testament. So it was this one, which I didn't realize was with commentary that it claimed to be with. Grapefruit scent offering, which I kind of made today, and iftar at Masjid an-Nur, I think, and the Tarawih prayers with the Sama, or maybe. Okay, what does that say? Oh, it's a potluck, so it's definitely at one of the masjids. So yeah, the Rosh Khalifa translation, there's definitely some issues with that. And what does this say over here? The sleep city on Surah 21. Okay, I'm sorry for the delay here, but So I listened to Fahim al-Quran, the supplication, and parts 26 and 27, and the Bikht al-Quran, Surah 27 through 29. Made some sort of burnt offering on that ninth. The Tarawih as-Salah was led by Osama, and I started Sleep City on Surah 35, and I read I listened to Fahim al-Quran and the Bikht al-Quran, Surah 30 through 33. And on the 10th, I listened to Fahim al-Quran, the supplication in parts 29 and 30, and 30 through 33 from the Bikht al-Quran. I had a discussion with Khalid. The Tarawih as-Salah was led by Osama. I started Sleep CD on Surah 59. And on the 11th, I listened to the Fahim al-Quran supplication in part 30. I finished with Surah 2, the Bikht al-Quran, Surah 34 through 42, the Tarawih as-Salah led by Jihad. Is he from... Well, I don't need to say which one, but it doesn't mean the same thing in English as it does in Arabic, and the context in Islam is different, completely different than what some people may think. So a musk scent offering, some sort of passion flower scent offering the next day, and for the itikaf, try to read and take notes on the last 120 pages of Muslim 3A. I've made my way through that set, but it was important that I not only read it that time, but that I took notes on it. Bukhari, I didn't take notes on the first time, so I intend in the future to finish taking my notes. Anyways, the once for the night, once for the day, the certain Quran reading that I had set out at that time, and the extended prayers were led by Jihad, and some particular conversation with one of the brothers at the masjid, and the Qiyam Layl, the standing at night, Salah, was led by Jihad, and it's called tahajjud if you've rested or slept in between, but there's no tahajjud without sleep. On the 13th, the Taraweeh as-Salah was led by Osama. So for a couple years prior, right, we had the retreat during October. Well, the end of October was part of it. The itikaf, 3 to 5 p.m. Names with, okay. My last third of the night dream on the 22nd was with it. Willow eyes, who will be around as Muslim? If not work. Oh, if it wasn't the best place in the county, it's certainly the best place in the city. And what happened to the dream? And others will listen to him. Oh, there will arise someone who will become as Muslim, and others will listen to him. Okay, that's an interesting thing there. So the Tahajjud prayer led by Khalid on the 14th, because that's past the middle of the night. So we're still on daylight savings time at this point. I listened to Piqdal Quran, Surah 1 through 2, and the 7th and 8th rakat, and the 3rd and 4th rakat of the Taraweeh as-Salah that was led by Ali. I felt very buzzy, as if a bee in a hive vibrating to the buzzing. There was red and white from the 3rd rakat, the bows, through the 8th. And there was yellow-orange upon, and I felt very on my right side and the bottom of the head level. So here's sort of an illustration of where the thing happened. 18 inches across, and so that's sort of where the cloud was. So I continued the itikaf. Tahajjud prayers was led by Khalid on the 15th. Every day of itikaf, 9 times the poster of names of God. Was that the one? I read the poster aloud. Okay, so the iftar, the breaking of the fast one at Masjid An-Nur, the itikaf, and Tarweeh prayers by Ali, and I listened to Piqdal Quran, Surah 3 through 5. And on the 14th, that was the 15th, the Sunday, and 1 through 2 on the 14th. So the Tahajjud as-Salah, was led by Abdul Wasi on the 16th. And I listened to Piqdal Quran, Surah 6 through 9. And, okay. I felt as if I saw it longer, like something dark, brown, black, something shape. Okay. See if someone can read that. It showed a marvelous. Oh, this would have been a dream, I believe. It showed a marvelous scene, too brief to describe. It was so immense, I don't know where to begin. Its size, I could say near the prayer. Oh, I could still hear the prayer. Oh, okay, this was during the prayer. I could still hear the prayer, but it was all I could see. In the fifth rakat, I saw a curious pink light beam for a moment. And the Taraweeh as-Salah was led by Salim, and I continued the itikaf that night. So we were probably saying 6 or 7, or 6 or 8 rakat of the Taraweeh as-Salat. We're about to arrive at an eclipse, and the doubling of the standing portion and the bowing per rakat in 2 rakat sets. But you're bowing 4 times, but that is the eclipse prayer. And the extended prayers is led by Osama. Listen to the 17th. And I continued the itikaf, of course. I listened to Piqdal Quran, Surah 10 through 14. I read Surah Yusuf of the I listened to Surah Yusuf of the Amina Allahi Z. Or I don't know how I may have had it on an MP3 device. Did they have MP3 devices in 2006? I don't know. The Tahajjud prayer was led by Jihad, and on the 18th, Tahajjud led by Khalid. I listened to the Piqdal Quran, Surah 16 through 21, Tornima 1 through 6, 11:15 p.m. through 3:50 a.m. There was a vision in which I saw a jinn of a midnight blue of its particular type. It was a falcon, shimmering like a crystal, around and below. And I'm not sure where it took me. And the Taraweeh as-Salah was led by Osama. And the itikaf made of material that... Okay, there was this passion flower scent offering. It's not breaking the retreat if you leave for your needs and come back for your needs. So when I was out doing laundry or something, I must have lit incense, or maybe I've lit it there. If you're not causing intoxication, it's not breaking your fast. Thank you very much. So on the 19th of October, the Tahajjud as-Salah was led by Khalid, and who else? Someone else led it. Abdul Wasi led the beginning part. I listened to the Quran, Surah 22 through 30, and there was a white lily scent offering. Sometimes people have incense there, but you got to be careful of other people and not like light 10 at once, like some Hindu temple or something. I mean, they're free to do that in their own temples, but there's sort of an excessive when it comes to incense. So 3:30 a.m. I felt as if it showed me something, or somewhere, or took me somewhere as while I slept. It appeared with a immense something. Okay, the Taraweeh as-Salah was led by Osama. It appeared with an immense presence, the same each time, moving around, but never down. So why would it move around, but not down? So on the 20th, there was Tahajjud Salah led by Abdul Wasi and Jihad. And I listened to Pickthall Quran, Surah 31 through 40, and the Taraweeh. And Turnima, track 7 through, I don't know. Taraweeh Salah was led by Jihad that day. And the 20th was, that's a passion flower scent offering. Passion, okay, must have been a pack of incense. I actually grow passion flower now, I think. Well, actually, I don't grow it, I can harvest it. On the 21st, the Tahajjud Salah was led by Abdul Wasi and Khalid, and I listened to the Pickthall Quran, Surah 41 through 53, and so this would have been the 30th of the 9th of 1427. Wait. 26, 27. Maybe it's the 1427, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. So 10:20 p.m. a white, blue, bright cloud. Oh, it had a white blue tint, and it appeared, and it cast light across the floor of the masjid. Okay, it's over here. As I was going to sleep, over in the north west of the Masjid an-Nur was a white blue tint to bright cloud, and appeared going that was across the floor, and it would have been able to have been felt. Okay, and the Taraweeh as-Salah was led by Ali, the Itikaf, and the 22nd, the Tahajjud as-Salah was led by Abdul Wasi and Khalid. I listened to Pickthall Quran, Surah 54 through 114. I went back. Okay, something went back just as big and bright, 3:15 or 3:30 a.m., not as big and strong as the prior time. I finished taking notes on Sahih Muslim 3a, out of 8 different books. So that's representing the end of Ramadan. I thought I'd like to share something. Interesting little set from Kickstarter. Whatever one's intentions, it's one's intentions, but I have ideas that if someone would fund me to have my own set of a different sort. But these little, it's an 80-piece set. So there's 2 varieties, and I ordered both varieties. So let's go on to, on the 23rd, of October 2016, there was the Eid prayers. Listen to Pickthall Quran, Surah 1 and 2. Turnima 8 and 9. I listened to something repeatedly. Okay. What did I listen to repeatedly? Oh, Dawn CD 2? And I started the Sleep CD on Enochian Author and the Brainwave Suit. I did that at starting on the Enochian Author the next day. Passion Flower Scent Offering on the 24th. There was something. Okay, something about the Eid prayers. Comment and question. I'm just reviewing accounts in this video series. So on the 24th of October, I listened to Turnima 10 through the end, and I don't know where that chant CD that I put out went, so I don't remember exactly what was on it. Picked Quran Surah 3 and Golden Dawn CD 2 repeatedly. And had a discussion with the next door neighbor, a Passion Flower Scent Offering. And on the 25th, I watched Harun Yahya's Love and Affection in Living Things, The Order of the Heavens. I listened to the Pickle Quran Surah 4, the Golden Dawn CD 3 repeatedly. I finished painting the Enochian Tablet of Earth, and one would have seen that on the Enochian playlist. I'm not going to drag it out at the moment, but I'm going to repaint the Enochian tablets on this thing here. And watch Harun Yahya's Philosophy of Zionism in Israel. You know, blood and soil, sort of like the Nazis. So 20, which is different from the biblical Zionism, which is about setting a good example and all that. So on the 26th, we have Mystic Iran, the Unseen World, which would have probably been a gift for the holiday. And I said Subha with Father twice, and there was burnt offering. Yes, Father would have bought me Mystic Iran, the Unseen World. And so I listened to Golden Dawn CD 4 repeatedly. I listened to Pickthal Quran Surah 5. Of course, there's the Arabic and the Pickthal translation. That's what I mean. And Pickthal, that's someone else reading it. On the 27th, I listened to Pickthal Quran Surah 6 and the Golden Dawn CD 5 repeatedly. I said Subha with Father, you know, glory to God, praise to God, nothing's greater than God. Okay. I was 6 and 7 from the Pickthal Quran. I watched Harun Yahya's Don't Forget. We Forget. I don't know what the name of the video is. So Iran, the Unseen World. Harun Yahya's The Great. Oh, The Creation in Man or something. Okay, Islam, Salah. So on the 28th, I listened to the Pickthal Quran, Surah 8 and 9, and the Golden Dawn CD 6 repeatedly. On the 29th of October, Pickthal Quran, Surah 10 and 11 and 12. I didn't think I was going to make it through 12, but I did. I finished painting the Enochian Tablet of Air, Gono Ahat, and the previous was Thahauth. And I watched the Dark Mirror of Magic, The Magic of Solomon, and those were Church of Hermetic Science videos, and The Lost Souls. the end of that movie. On the 30th, the picked up Quran 13 through 18. Golden Dawn CD, which Golden Dawn CD? Golden Dawn CD 15 repeatedly. Burnt Offering. I made a Passion Flower Scent Offering. And the Enochian Tablet of Fire was painted. And that's O Ho O Ha On. And I finished writing the verses for the Sermon on the Couch, which is a sermon of love by and for God, which I need to practice with because I should have that memorized and just give it like that. I watch Unexplained Mysteries, Strange Supernatural Beliefs, Egypt Eternal. I repeatedly listened to the Anton Casander LaVey tracks that were available, and a Passion Flower Scent Offering. And on the 31st of October, I listened to the Pickthall Quran, Surah 19 through 22, same scent offering. I watched Monsters, Madness, and Mayhem, number 5, 4 and 3, Damano Ropes, Draco, and Botsuela. Okay, so frankincense and dragon's blood scent offerings. I anointed with asafoetida, and I scried with Enochian Call 1 through 19, and I felt my aura and pulse fluxing. So when I got to 19, I used all the author names and all the governor names, and there was clouds. Oh, I started the sleep CD on the Hue CD, or maybe just a Hue track. I didn't alter and produce my own. And okay, all the governor names, and there was clouds of light. Okay. Feeling my aura flux with streaks and clouds of light. So that's what happened in the middle of that. So I went back to trying to do a meditation every day. So I will get probably before the end of the week. I'll show you these before going over these, but there's 2 more. There's obviously the November and the December. And so it's good to not just have accounts, but try to have like some notes in your journals, because you want to be able to see what you were, how you expressed what you were studying. Maybe you're going to figure out something to teach somebody later. So this is the time to comment and question, because I'm just flipping through quickly here, making sure that some of these things are recorded and put out in one way or another. And as with those symbols that I showed, one's intention when using them, the context of using things. I want to make sure I don't have any numbers or addresses that are going to show. The Enochian letters in terms of the Tree of Life, your standard letters in terms of the Tree of Life, and okay, that's it. And I will return with the 1st of November, today, tomorrow, some other time. I don't know if I'll be able to do a church video today, but I plan to do some other church videos, probably controversial ones. I have 4 controversial ones. One doesn't go up quite yet. What is it called? The Protesting Protestantism Day. That if I'm able to shoot that before October, I am going to list that to go public on October 31st, as it was intended. Would have been better at the 500th anniversary, but it's going to go up on such a day anyways. We're approaching the 1818th video, so there should be a numerology video for that. There's going to be another eclipse video later this week, because the full moon, the wolf moon eclipse. What was the name? I don't quite remember the symbol yet, so I don't. I'll probably not do the video until I get the symbol, but Desamflo. Desamflo is the name or the word of the next eclipse.